Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets burgled, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Honor guard! Left! Face!
Forward, march!
Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. You may be seated.
Good morning. To all of us who are here on this day, which is a day that we remember as a sad day. But we are so grateful to God that in the United States of America, how we know how to come together to move forward, to make our country continue to be the great country it is. To our council people, Adams, and to McIntosh, and to our other distinguished guests, and to our chiefs, we are so grateful to have people who are out front, like the chief of police and chief of fire, our emergency management people, to be there for us. To our city manager, who works very hard to make sure, and he's standing over there, I want all of y'all to see who are here, we have our city manager, and if you're interested in government, you can become city managers, fire chiefs, police chiefs, men, women, diversity. This city and county, Mr. Plow, Commissioner, is a good place for all of us to live, work, and play. So I say to our future leaders, America, America, my country, 'tis of thee. This is one of the greatest places you can be. So we encourage you to move forward, not backwards, in this great country that we live in. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Burke. The President of the United States, ladies and gentlemen, has a responsibility, constitutionally and otherwise, to look after the safety and health of the citizens of the United States. In Forsyth County, county commissioners, city council, and others have the same responsibility. We're very fortunate to have in this community top-notch firemen, top-notch ROTC folk, top-notch members of the Sheriff's Department, top-notch law enforcement officers everywhere. And why do we have those folks? Not just to meet the responsibilities of being a county or being a city. We have them because it's in our best interest for all citizens. There's an old hymn, red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in his sight. That's exactly the way it is with government. We feel the same way. I can recall many years ago when we had some problems and people were sick and it was a virus that was going around. Public Health Department looked after everybody. Many of us and many of your forefathers and mothers had the opportunity to go to the Forsyth County Public Health Department and get immunized for the problems that were occurring at that time. And here we are today with people concerned about what is happening in our country. Big concern is over a big woman named Irma, which is expected to hit our communities in Florida sometime over the weekend. Millions of people are concerned. Hundreds of thousands of people are making their way from Florida to somewhere. They're going to have to stay there for a few days because they're looking for two things: health and safety. And we will know next week at this time exactly what happened and how it happened. But I can say this without hesitation or reservation. If it were not for those folks who are left behind, the first responders who are there to take care of property while everyone's gone, they'll be there when they're coming home, and they'll be there to help and comfort them. And they're all folks like us, especially the first responders such as those who are with us today. I don't know where we'd be, and I don't think y'all would feel that way either. So today is a very special day to honor those who look after all of us, not just today and not just tomorrow, but 365 days a year, 24/7. Thank you all for being here. And if you see, and I'm sure you're going to before the day's over with, anyone with a uniform on or anyone who is a first responder. Reach out, touch them, shake their hand, and tell them how much you appreciate their service. Thank you.
Before I present this, Councilman McIntosh, would you like to say something? Oh. In the end, Councilwoman Adams will close us for this day. I failed to recognize the sheriff. If he had been sitting here, I would have seen him. He knows he's one of my favorite people. At this time, Dr. Amy Nail, Chief Program Officer of the Instructional Service for the Winston-Salem Forsyth County School System, please step forward. At one time, I used to work for the Winston-Salem Forsyth County School System, and I always felt that our children were the most important people we have, because they were our future leaders. And I've done everything I can as an individual to make sure I support, through my money, scholarships for students, our future leaders. I was real disappointed when and it is a fact, I looked and listened to television, and it was a program on yesterday that stated that we're sort of failing in education. And we're going to have to change the way in which we teach children. And when we can accept this as being real, then we teach our children the way we should teach them. And we keep up with what we ought to keep up, so America can continue to be the strong country that we are. People look to us, and I want you young folks to understand this. People look to the United States of America. Why? Because we're smart, we're brave, we're unselfish, we're giving, and we're caring. So the challenge to the parents and the people who are working with the young folks, to do the very best we can. So when other countries stand up to us, they know to back off, because we're too smart not to be ahead of them. I want all the parents to know, as a former educator, how much I love and appreciate your children. So to you, Dr. Nail, all that you're doing, and I believe I'm leaving off the Colonel. All right. McCoy? Yes, ma'am. All of what you do to get our young folks ready to serve in this country, to keep protecting us, we are grateful. We thank you, all of you and your staff who are involved with the armed services. So it's my pleasure to present this check to Dr. Nail. Nick. Dr. Nail says she hadn't planned on saying anything unless I want her to. Yes, I want you to.
I will simply say on behalf of the school system how much we appreciate the support of all of our community members, those that are in the different services that have been named. They support our schools and allow our teachers and our students to do the best that they can every single day. So I thank you for the opportunity to be here, and I publicly thank all of the supporters that are in this building that support the public schools of Winston-Salem Forsyth.
Thank you so much for greeting us on this wonderful Saturday morning, 9/11. And to you, Mr. McNeil, and your department, we are grateful how you always make sure you give to the public wonderful presentations. At this time, Councilwoman Adams will close the morning. Councilwoman.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. Good morning. Welcome to the North Ward. I'm Dee Dee Adams, and I was given the task by the Mayor Pro Tem, Dr. Vivian H. Burke, to say, let the games begin.
Sir, Mount Tabor High School reporting in.
Get it. Let's go. Good. Watch your feet on the way down. Good job. Good. Right knee down. Right knee down. Right knee down. Roll left knee down. Leg up. Back. Right knee down. Back. Left knee down. Good job. Back. Right knee down. Stand back carry. Stand back carry. First go. Get it. There you go. Drop it right back. Hip push up. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stand back. Don't let the car come. Back. Left knee touch. Go.
There you go.
Go. Bend out. Good job. Good.
So I want to say thank you to the Winston-Salem Forsyth County School System for allowing us to come and work with you all on this. We approached the school system along with our public safety departments across the county 3 years ago and asked for the opportunity to put something together for the students of ROTC that would give us the opportunity to put you next to our public safety professionals, the people who take care of you when there's a fire or when there's some other type of emergency. When you have to pick up the phone and call 911, the people that you've seen out here with us in uniforms today, those are the folks that gladly do it. Our reasoning for this is very simple. We want you to give thought to public safety careers in your county. We hope that you've had a good opportunity to meet someone in uniform, someone that's serving you on a regular basis today, and we hope that it serves as a seed to entice you to look at those careers. The men and women that serve our community believe what you are being taught about character and good standing in your community. That very same base, that very same foundation is what you'll find with the men and women of the Winston-Salem Police Department, Winston-Salem Fire Department, Forsyth County Emergency Medical Services, and Forsyth County Fire Operations. So thank you all again for being here, and we wish the best of luck to you as you get ready to move into your season of competition with school this year. Thanks again.
Listen, I am super proud of each and every one of you guys, but there can only be one winner, right? So without further ado, Raider competition, 3rd place, Reagan High School. Second place, R.J. Reynolds High School. And first place, West Forsyth High School. Marksmanship. 3rd place, Atkins High School. 2nd place, Reagan High School. And first place, Mount Tabor High School. Drill competition. 3rd place, Reagan High School. 2nd place, Mount Tabor High School. First place, Atkins High School. The 3rd annual 9/11 Safety Day Challenge champions, Reagan High School.